Tampa police say a 77-year-old man was in the drive-thru last week. He got upset because he wasn't getting good service. Police say after employees asked him to leave, the man went inside and kept arguing with this man, Corey Pujols. The police report says the man called Pujols a racial slur. When he said the slur again, police say Pujols punched the man on the jaw. The man fell, hitting his head on the ground.
2021年5月4日、タンパ市警はタンパのパームリバー地区にあるダンキンドーナツから通報を受け、現場へ急行した。警官が到着した時、救急隊はすでに被害者の処置に当たっていた。被害者は77歳のボネル・クック、意識を失い、頭から血を流していた。そして事件当時の店の責任者、コーリー・エリス・プホルスは警官の前に出て、自分が当事者だと名乗り出た。
Yeah, so first and foremost, let me just say my name is Corey Pujols. I am the guy you were looking for in regards to this situation. The long and short of it is that here obviously at Dunkin', he's a regular. He normally comes through here and orders a large hot coffee, but today maybe he's having a rough day or something, and he decided to be extremely profound at the mouth. And I asked him respectfully on the microphone, could you please not use that kind of language, obviously with me and my employees, and as well as that, and he said no, and then he came around to the window, he kept going at the window, and then I guess he was going to come inside, so I came on this side to let him know. He asked for the manager. Our current store manager is off already. She worked morning shift, and she's currently otherwise here, so I would be for the senior shift. I've been here a little bit longer than he has, so I reserve the responsibility for that. In any case, I came out to let him know. I said, listen, sir, with the profanity that you use, I would highly recommend that you go on about your business. We don't want to serve you any coffee today. Maybe you can try again another day, but you have clearly upset, you feel me, the atmosphere here, and we would like for you to go on about your business. I asked him to do that repetitively. It's all on camera. As I mentioned, he came inside, and when he came inside, he addressed me and he was looking. I said, hey, listen, the manager's not here right now. I'll give you the manager's store number and all that good stuff. And he didn't want it. And I said, sir, well, can you please go on about your business again and have a good day? And he said, no, you're a nigger. And then I said, and I'm sorry, I had a little bit of an issue with it. And I said, say it again, and he did. And right hook sent him down.
So it goes without being said that you can't hit somebody because they say something you don't like.
I very well.
I'm just telling you, brother.
No. I agree. Believe me. I'm terrified right now, but I agree with what you're saying. You shouldn't. I have had a fit of racism since I've only been here about 2 months, and I've dealt with so much of it. And I'm not saying that is a reason to do it. I'm not.
I got people that say a bunch of hateful and horrible stuff to me every single day. For the past 16 years, I let it go in one ear and out the other. It ain't gonna hurt you. This will get you in trouble. Not gonna get you arrested, but I mean, dude, you hit him and he fell down.
Yeah, and he hit his head pretty bad.
And he should have never said what he said. But guess what? That's the country we live in. You say what you want to say.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, like you're saying, dude, get the freak out.
Yeah. 1 second. Slipped and fall, pushed and fell.
Right hook and fell. My apologies for the.
He was hit and he fell down.
Keep it down. I don't want this other. You hit him. You punched him and he fell.
I'm not one to run from what I've done.
No, you're fine.
And again, he's a regular, so I honestly feel like about this situation.
All right, no worries.
Howdy. Gentleman came in, was being very rude to this gentleman, which is the on-duty manager.
Acting manager for all intents and purposes.
Yeah. Said some few expletives, and he hit him, and he fell.
He hit him?
Yeah.
Did you get his information yet or no?
I have not. I just came in and...
That's his grandson that's with him, though.
Okay.
That is his grandson.
I was just talking with him.
Information if necessary.
So,
we do have surveillance. However, when the boss leaves, she locks the...
that's fine.
Yeah, she locks the...
So, here's the reality of what could happen.
Yeah.
If you charge a battery, yeah, you could be charged a battery.
Right.
That's after we speak with him and see what's going on.
I'm aware, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to get on to you, man.
Yeah, no.
You can't let, and I'm telling you this from here on out, you can't let what somebody says anger you.
Yeah.
Like I said, I deal with it and I let it go on. I mean, people say nasty and hateful stuff to him and I just because we do our job.
I know.
For no reason.
I know it.
You're going to have people like that throughout your life. You just got to let it go in one ear and right out the other.
Yeah.
And just realize that he's going to leave and be on his way and you're going to still be here working.
Right.
You know? So we'll let them get him loaded up and everything like that. Just do what you got to do, bro. I'll be in here in a minute.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
You're cool. You're good to go, man. Thank you.
すべての始まりはドライブスルーでの出来事だった。従業員はスピーカー越しではクックの言葉を聞き取れなかった。クックはそこで苛立ち始め、怒鳴り声を上げ、商品を渡されないまま帰るよう求められた。しかし彼はそのまま去ろうとはせず、車を止めて店の中へ入っていった。ドライブスルーでクックに対応していた従業員も、警官に対してコーリーと同じ内容を証言した。
So basically, he was just being, outright rude on your card is going through. But he was just being
For
like
what reason?
outright verbal. I asked him if he wanted iced or hot coffee. He instantly was like cold coffee. Confident. He was like, who the fuck likes cold coffee? I always ask the same. Y'all always get it wrong. I'm like, okay, sir, we cannot hear and identify you at the window. I mean,
So he got mad because you asked him if he wanted ice or hot coffee.
yeah. Instantly off rip, he was already mad. A large hot latte. Okay, gotcha. So instantly he was just
Sure.
above level. So he was being very verbal. Didn't want to listen to what we were saying. So Corey was like, he got on the mic because I've only been here for like just 3 weeks.
Sure.
But I've had Duncan experience, so
Well, that shouldn't be a normal reaction of
it
somebody.
shouldn't be a normal reaction. So he didn't want to. Oh.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so yeah, he was being really verbal for absolute no reason. So Corey got on the mic because he's the veteran here, the more experienced person.
Sure.
So he took over the mic and was like, "Can you not talk to the customer employees like that?" And he wouldn't listen. So we said, "Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're not gonna take your order today. We're gonna politely ask you to leave." Came up here. He came up to the front and it was right there.
So even after y'all asked him to leave,
He kept on coming.
he parked, and when you say up there, up at the front counter.
Yeah, he came to the car. So we knew Corey was gonna. So me and Corey went up there to wait and tell him to leave again. He didn't want to listen again, so we asked him to leave multiple times, and that's when he called Corey the N-word, and it escalated from there.
What did you see happen from there?
From what I seen is I heard him Corey told me to call the cops off rip. So I was calling the cops, I was calling my manager, I was calling everybody. And the dude, he kept on being violent, very rude. So
When you say violent, like physically violent,
no,
or
not
just verbally?
physically. I don't think he physically touched Corey, but mentally, trying to get into Corey's mind.
Sure.
And, mess with him and around with his head. So then Corey, he was like, "Okay, we're gonna ask you one more time. We're gonna either you're gonna leave or we're gonna call the cops." I was already calling the cops, so he didn't want to leave. He was like, "There's a bunch of niggas, this, that, and third, your nicknames." Corey was like, "One more time," and he called him another nick, and that's what happened. I was right here. And I was on the phone with my manager and the police officers at that time. Oh wait, yeah, police officer at that time, and that's what happened.
So what happened after that? After he said that?
Corey punched him. He was on the floor, and I was on the phone.
Okay, and you were standing like
right around here on the phone.
Okay. Is he? And Corey said he's a normally regular. He comes through
He
here.
comes here a lot, and he's very, verbal. I guess he doesn't know how to, be respectful. So
Well, normal people know how to be respectful, and choose not to be.
He wasn't being respectful.
Yeah, I mean it's
and
horrible.
yeah, so he does this a lot. I've had multiple times where I've had to go through it. He gets mad because we don't know his order, but we don't know your order because we cannot physically see your face.
Sure. Hello, manager.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to A, I got a thumb drive, or B, if we're able to get the video, can you email it? What's better for you?
I'll have it emailed to you.
Okay.
I'll have my law prevention guy
Okay.
send it to you.
Let me go out and.
Give me an email address.
Yes, sir.
I call him now, as a matter of fact, to go ahead and get him to do it.
Okay.
警察が防犯映像を確認すると、従業員の証言通り、クックは退店を求められても帰らずに店内へ入っていた。責任者のコーリーは同僚に通報を指示し、スイングドア越しに何度も退店を求めた。しかしクックが差別語を繰り返したことで、コーリーは近づいて警告し、それでも言い続けたクックに一発のパンチを放った。クックは転倒して頭を強く打ち、意識を失った。後にニュースでこの事件が広まると、被害者のバネル、クックは性犯罪者登録者だったとも報じられた。クックは過去に10代の少年を自宅に誘い込み、ポルノ映像の撮影や性的関係に関わったとして起訴され、姿をくらませた末にモーテルで逮捕された経緯があった。検察側は後に、彼を同情しがたい被害者と表現した。だが法の上では、どんな過去があったとしても、あの一発が正当化されることはなかった。
So I'm going to pray for you and for him that he recovers. If he recovers and he's okay, just be not big deal. You know what I'm saying? It's the level of injury. Had he not been this injured, there's a lot of things he could have done. Because like I said, nobody here is okay with what that guy said. And none of us would know at all, you know? And he deserves to put in place for that. But because of how seriously he's injured, we have no choice. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to understand that. Everybody here agrees that what he done he was wrong. What he said he was wrong. He has to how he like I said, he's not in there. So I'm going to pray for you and for him that he recovers, that will hopefully go away. But for the time being, you're going to be charged 1 count of battery on the elderly male, which is over 65 years of age. You'll have a bond, so it's not going to be too high. You'll be able to bond out tonight at some point. And then we'll just pray all of us. This guy recovers and everything will work itself out. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything you have that you want somebody to say here?
His kids. I'm his mom.
That's fine. Mom, you want to step over here and we grab all this stuff?
Get that right.
Hey, do you want a bag? Ma'am, do you want a bag? I can give you a bag for all that. Yeah, I've got one in here, or if you got one, that's fine.
Like I say, he'll get a bond, hopefully as fast as possible so he can get out and be done with it. But I mean, I called the state attorney's office, I spoke to all of our supervision, and it's just unfortunate, you know. I wish the guy had a black eye so we could all say, hey, watch your head, you know, but he's injured bad. From the same thing. It's a really sad situation. What can make it go best is that the guy recovers, he learns to live.
I'm sorry. All right. Corey, you have anything else on you, brother?
No, that's it. Took everything else.
That's for mom.
Okay, that's it?
Right here. Yeah, that's for mom. Brother, what the detective was saying, we 100% agree. But when his head hit hard and everything, when they brought him out here, he was unconscious.
Yeah.
And then while he's up there, he's not doing good right now. He could get better, okay? It's just a hope, brother, that he gets better.
Yeah.
Okay? I know that was not your intent.
It was not.
It wasn't. I know that. You told me that right off the bat, man. It would have been different if it would have progressed and there would have been more physical after that, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
But everything, when something happens, everything is taken that happens in the entire situation. You know what I'm saying? So him falling, him getting the injury, and being elderly, again, he could be in the hospital and be completely fine by tomorrow. Okay? But we'll tell mom. Mom can come down and bond you out. It should be, I think, a $1,000 bond or $100 to do a bondsman. She can come down and bond you out. And I'm sorry about this.
I'm sorry because I still think, no matter what anybody thinks of me, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't. I agree with everybody. I shouldn't.
Let me turn the air on for you. Let me talk to mom real quick. Okay?
2021年5月7日、事件の3日後、クックは頭蓋骨骨折と脳挫傷が原因で死亡した。コーリーは再逮捕され、高齢者に対する過重顧殺で起訴された。その罪が認められれば、最長30年の服役もあり得た。2022年3月、検察は賛否を呼ぶ判断を下した。起訴内容は引き下げられ、最終的には重罪の傷害罪として処理された。コーリーに課されたのは、2年の自宅拘禁、3年の保護観察、200時間の社会奉仕、そして怒りの管理プログラムの受講で、 実刑判決は下されなかった。検察はその理由として、コーリーに前科がなかったこと、被害者が当時、攻撃的かつ差別的な言動を繰り返していたことを理由に挙げた。また、クックの過去についても、判決に何らかの影響を与えた可能性はあるのかもしれない。アメリカでは、性犯罪者登録制度が広く浸透していることからもわかるように、性犯罪への目は厳しく、その犯罪歴は世論に強く影響しやすい。この事件の世論は大きく3つに割れた。1つは、クックが人種差別発言を繰り返していた以上、同情しにくいという見方。2つは、クックが性犯罪者だと知ってコーリーを支持するような声。そして3つは、暴言に暴力で返し、死に至らせた以上、コーリーへの処分は軽すぎるという批判。1人は、これまでのまっさらな経歴によって実刑を免れた。もう1人はその過去ゆえに、世間から同情を集めにくい被害者となった。それでも最後に残ったのは、怒りから放たれたたったの一発で、1人の命を奪ったという事実だった。この事件を見て、あなたはどう感じただろうか。ぜひコメントで聞かせてほしい。
He was a good guy. He used to open up for Dunkin' Donuts almost every morning. He'd offer us free coffee. We helped him with trash and stuff like that. And, it's just surprising, he would be the one to do something like this.